The falling leaves drift by the window.
Do you remember me?
The autumn leaves.
Together, we collected flakes in the winter, breathed in hundreds of petals in the spring, blew melodies through shells in the summer,
The summer kisses.
gently flew with the leaves in the autumn.
The sunburned hand.
You can't have forgotten, because it's all written in your immaculate mind. Because my face is hidden in your troubling dreams.
The days grow.
Because the memories won't forget about you. Lila.
Lila!
Yes, I remember.
Then you'd know that you're in full action.
Huh? Where? How? When?
Let me refresh your memory. Location, Duckburg. Century, 20th. You've been called in for action by the Time Police with a code Delta.
To hunt for unauthorized chrono travelers.
Bravo! We must capture 2 escapees who suddenly appeared in your time.
Thorburn and Mantis, technodroids of Class R, escaped from the prison in Time Ur.
Excellent summary. Now go join up with the 2 agents we've sent here for this mission.
Right away, Commander. What's going on? This time zone is under my control. I should be leading this mission. All of my senses are in disorder. I can't find the trace of my colleagues or those criminals.
It's no use. This thing won't start flying.
Thorburn, you blockhead! We're in the 20th century.
And I sense 2 time policemen at 9 o'clock.
Is the one in charge of this era here?
Apparently not. She's been left behind.
Strange. Try to hold those 2 cops back.
Very well, Mantis. I'll show you that even here the cars can. Fly! I made a bang.
Always acting like a little kid. You might disturb someone.
How thoughtful. But don't worry, darling. I was already awake.
Hello, Avenger. Nice to see you standing there.
Afraid I can't say the same, but I see you've changed your hairstyle.
Yeah, and I did it just for you.
I prefer the old one. It was less gradient.
I'm gonna...
Stop! Let's get out of here.
Are you alright?
Hi, Lila. Let me just get out of this. I saw 2 of your colleagues in the wreckage.
They've made it out. I'm coming with you. Why are you in these parts? Were you alarmed?
Your friends from the future left a microscopic tachyon trail.
Good, keep tracking them down. They've split up.
You take care of the gorilla. I have a score to settle with the girl. If I can just find her, this is like a maze of streets.
A blind alley. This place is perfect for an ambush.
Do you remember me?
Huh?
Do you remember us?
Look out! He's gonna shoot!
Something happened to Lila. Rapunzel will have to wait.
Forget it, dear. We'll never meet again.
Mission complete, Mantis.
Good. We'll immediately return home.
Lila! What happened?
I don't know. The escapee assumed the form of another man. Then this agent appeared and I...
Calm down. What man?
One who's... faceless.
I'm sorry, but I must take her into custody.
Hey, give it a rest, pal. Don't you see that she's in shock?
An agent has been wounded and the wanted criminals have escaped. I don't detect their presence.
Detect this, tinhead.
No, Duck Avenger, he's right. I'm responsible for this time and I shot one of my colleagues.
But you just made a mistake.
Like a human? No, Duck Avenger. I'm not programmed to make mistakes. Though, I appreciate the compliment.
Lila, wait! A minute. Now what? What would they do with her in the future?
I can answer that.
And you are...
My name is Eugene Fodimus, and I'm a lawyer. I'm very...
Content? Happy? Pleased?
Exactly, that last thing you said. Sometimes I don't remember the right, things.
Words. It's words. A lawyer, eh?
Yeah, I knew I'd find you here in this precise moment, Mr. Duck Revenger?
Duck Avenger. What's your story? Are you from the future?
The 23rd century. Your friend and admirer sent me here.
Odin Idolin!
The man himself. He believes your testimony is essential and...
Eh? What am I gonna testify about?
Huh? I didn't tell you? Have you noticed I forget things? Your friend Lila is being put on trial. I am her defense counsel.
Time, Lila. Only time will make everything clear. Soon you'll understand that you're not like other leaves at the mercy of the wind. You'll finally be able to taste the lifeblood of remembrance.
Ahem. I am at a loss of memory.
Let's stay calm, Eugene. We just took a nice little trip through time, right?
About 3 centuries, to be exact.
And it shouldn't be so easy to travel to the year 2258.
With these new portable temporal transponders, it's almost a joke. Just remember the correct coordinates to travel to the Chronos station, and...
Uh-huh. You remember all of that and not where you parked your car?
Sounds easy, but these parking lots all look the same. Ah, there it is. Definitely. At least I think so. And now, to the governor's
Straight
office.
away? Will Odin Idolin also be there?
Well, I think. Maybe he... Oh, sorry. What was his name again?
Odin Eidolon is in New Washington at the Palace of the United Nations. He is promoting the new droid charter. Are you disappointed with my company?
No, Mr. Governor. I'm just a little confused.
I understand. You were suddenly picked up and didn't have time to say goodbye to your friends.
Yeah, one in particular.
I advised Odin to have you brought here.
And I'm not yet convinced that it was a good idea.
Idolin, you're here!
Unfortunately, only through a holo connection. I wish I could be here.
What you're doing over there is vital for the future of the droids.
I know, but I also know how much Lila means to the Avenger. I won't deny that this case is serious. Your friend's at great risk.
How much would you say?
A lot. Until yesterday, cases like this would be resolved with a revision of the accused.
But today in our state, the droid charter exists. And that's exactly what I'm going to discuss with the world. The synthetic beings are beginning to enjoy the same rights as humans.
And therefore, they have the same duties. A very powerful man is serving the Bill of Rights.
It's he who wanted and obtained Lila's trial.
For what purpose? What does he gain from it?
More power. He wants to become the next governor. His current election campaign is built around precisely one thing.
A new world with no droids.
I don't get it. He hates droids but claims their rights.
He doesn't claim them. He uses them.
Thanks to the Charter, he has obtained the first trial in history for synthetic.
And he has publicly questioned the reliability of the Time Police. In truth, he is making a judgment to my industries and to what they represent in terms of human and scientific progress.
And what is this funny guy called?
Mr. Godfresh, we're from Megatary Site.
Please calm down. Sheen Godfish will answer all questions during the trial's first recess.
I can tell you one thing.
Fire away, Mr. Godfresh. We're going live.
I know that the governor has called in the friend of the androids as a witness.
Dark Avenger is in this century?
Now that's news.
Well, no musty hero of the past will be able to change our future.
Musty? He called me Musty!
It's worse than that. He's feeding you to the journalists. Hence why we're disguised. Come on, Fortimus has already started.
Call the archives. Get the Ducker Avengers file from 2225. And
Order in the court! Order! You were saying, Mr. Photimus?
I don't remember, Your Honor. I rely on the record.
You said, Your Honor? What do we do now?
Duck Avenger? What are you doing here?
I always help my friends, if I have time for it.
Mr. Photimus, we've heard the testimony of the Time policeman who was present during the mission. At this point, you should be calling the next witness, right?
Bravo! I see that you're prepared. I call to the stand the expert evaluation of, Leonard Vertigel.
Who is that?
The #1 technician of Eidolon Industries. He created the design of Lila.
Professor Vertigel, you confirm the reliability of the 5Y model expressed here in the figure of Agent Lila Lay?
Obviously, yes. But I would prefer if you didn't under the word model in my presence. We're not talking about just some object. If perfection has an image, Lila is its reflection.
Objection, Your Honor. The opinion of this witness is irrelevant.
As for you, Mr. Prosecuting Attorney, during cross-examination, you'll find some valid reasons to let me remain seated.
Incredible! Even the judge didn't open his beak.
I would believe so. After Odin Eidolon, Vertigel is one of the greatest men of this century. He possesses skills that go beyond simple designs. He's a supreme engineer, the only one whom Odin trusts blindly. His creations have an important place in the collective imagination. He himself is enveloped by an aura of myth. The high quality of the models always amazes me. They're almost human.
Even you are, but only in appearance.
Beg your pardon?
You support the droids, but you clearly consider them inferior. What game are you playing, Governor?
The game is called Temporal Control, and the androids are the pieces, scattered throughout Warriors eras. These things are particularly indestructible. What would happen if they began running amok?
That's something I categorically exclude.
You exclude it! But it has already happened. These are reports of malfunctions about 30 Class 5Y droids.
How did you get those?
It wasn't easy.
The information was well concealed, but someone strove to get it from me.
Do you want to talk about this, or would you prefer that I do it?
No! I have personally compiled those reports! Some individuals have begun to act in inexplicable ways and cause damage, often irreversible. Not even after careful structural analysis have I discovered the origin of their behavior.
Of course! This might be a manufacturing error!
Do you realize the gravity of your accusations?
Yes, I say there's something shady going on in Eidolon Industries. The time has come for a cleanup, starting with her.
Don't you dare use her for your own miserable goals. Otherwise...
Yes, give it to him. Disintegrate him. Show him who you are. Oops. Thrown out. I'm practically being punished.
The judge is very strict. You risk losing your testimony.
Me and my bad temper. Right now it's up to Lila.
You are impulsive, but I understand you.
Vertigo.
Look at her. As she sits in the witness stand, she's scared, confused, alone. For her, this is all a nightmare. Or perhaps it's simply just a dream.
Lila! I'm coming! I'm just picking up leaves. They're so beautiful.
Lila! I'm waiting, up here on the hill.
What a wonderful scent. When was the last time we went for a walk?
Come with me and watch the sunset.
I can't go any further. It's like I'm stuck.
Hurry, Lila. The sun will not wait.
I'm coming.
Give me your hand. I'll help you. I don't want you to miss the spectacle.
But the megalopolis is destroyed.
So much better this way. Less traffic. Let's go home.
How can there be a house in the midst of these ruins?
Here it is. Don't you remember? We built it together.
It's beautiful. I'd almost forgotten it.
You planted every single seed in his garden.
That's right. I have to take care of the roses.
And my face. Remember it, Lila, so that you could finally look me in the eyes.
And do you remember the face of that man?
Every time I dream, I can recall a new detail.
So, you admit that you dream?
During the rare times when I'm in a state of regenerative suspension.
An android that dreams? Does that sound normal?
No.
Perhaps fragments of this dream have conflicted with reality.
Yes, like the evening of the incident. I was confused.
And that is why you shot one of your colleagues?
I object, Your Honor. Since no one else is objecting. That wasn't a smart move, eh?
I say it wasn't. There went your testimony. Now Lila is in the hands of Photomus.
Great, that guy. I wonder why Eidolon acquired such an incompetent man.
You are mistaken. He's the state's best defense attorney. He's a little forgetful, but he's able to pull out the right words at the right time.
And, therefore, I lean to Article 7289 and cite the case of Benz against Kirkland, year 2243, similar to the already cited case of Jones against Grable and Wong against Lee in the year 2234, widely
Hey, I get it. You've been talking for 20 minutes. The court will adjourn to deliberate and grants the benefit of 24 hours.
What did I tell you? Photomus came through.
Really? Lila will be let go?
No, but the judge has given us the benefit of 24 hours.
We have that much time to convince him not to pass a guilty verdict.
I don't see how we can do that. All the facts have been laid out.
Not all, hero. Not all. We might still be able to save your friend.
What kind of story is this, Odin?
A story of intrigues and sinister interests, Duck Avenger.
Have you ever heard of the organization?
The Time Pirates? I've had the displeasure of meeting them.
then you'd know that they raid back and forth through time.
Yeah, but what do they have to do with all of this?
The Time Police also exist to prevent their activities.
And we all know who wants to get rid of them.
Sean Godfresh!
Exactly. There never been proof of his ties to the organization, but someone's already publicly spreading these suspicions.
It's the only strong point in my campaign.
Is it only speculation to discredit him?
No. I'm convinced there's truth to it.
In recent years, Godfresh has become too powerful.
Thanks to corruption and various malpractice, he's doing everything to take my place.
Right, and so?
You can help us nail him.
Who do you take me for? I'm not your errand boy.
This has nothing to do with politics. In fact, I must ask the governor to leave.
What? How dare you?
Shut up and get out of my office, now. Sorry, Duck Avenger, it's hard for me to do anything from this distance.
I wouldn't say that.
Things are moving along slowly here, New Washington. The last meeting is scheduled for tomorrow morning.
Good. Plenty of time for you to explain things to me.
Have you ever wondered why those two time scoundrels showed up in the 20th century?
Now that you mentioned it, yes. They suddenly appeared and then disappeared just as fast.
They didn't commit any thefts or robberies, correct?
Wait a minute, you mean that Godfresh?
Yes. It almost seems like everything's been prepared, including Lila's trial.
If so, that big head has earned a visit from me.
That's just what I wanted to hear. I also want to show you this.
Autumn is ending. A cold breeze enters our souls. The truth is a memory covered in leaves, Lila. To make it emerge, a gust of wind is all that's needed.
Guards, drones, anti-intrusion systems, one fortress.
Godfresh's villa is impenetrable, even with these toys you provided me.
I don't remember you being so pessimistic.
Although all of this reminds me of something.
Ah, yes, and that would be?
Well, these weapons, your video contact...
Do you mean to reveal a secret of yours to me, Duck Avenger?
No, my friend will get mad. Let's get to it.
That'd be better.
Maybe I could just knock. Godfresh is dining.
You sure?
Well, I see a pretty family picture. It's like an advertisement for crackers.
Exactly. Don't you recognize an android when you see it?
What? You mean that it's all fake?
Godfresh knows that he's under surveillance. That is just a sophisticated decoy.
So, he wants to play hide and seek. Hey, I can see below ground. There are some strange tubers there.
The helmet virtually reconstructs what my satellite finds. Those are mines.
Thanks for the warning. I'll just go between the...
Stop!
Drones, why aren't they pulverizing me?
They can't see, but they can detect body heat.
The tactical suit I've given you has set your temperature to 0.
Good job. Now let's see how he's decorated the house.
Very nice, but it's swarming with alarm systems.
I get the impression that Godfresh wants to hide something. It's the eve before Lila's conviction. I bet he's celebrating. And I can also imagine what friendly guests he invited.
Get out!
Calm down, Godfresh. We are here for payment.
I'm paying you nothing. I have specific arrangements with your superiors.
No one gives orders. The organization doesn't pay us. And you ought to contribute.
Bingo. Lady Luck smiles on the brave.
Wait before calling yourself lucky.
You have to recognize that we did a good job.
Not to mention the risks we took.
Risks? You only had to draw Lila to the arranged location. My technicians took big risks. They had to assemble an artificial time policeman. To make the scene credible, it was we who substituted it with its biological counterpart when it returned here.
Yeah, but we had to deal with the Duck Avenger.
Of all the 5Y models, why did you choose Lila? You knew she was a friend of that duck.
That was the point, you bionic fools! By getting the Duck Avenger to testify, the governor played right into my hand. I used that musty hero to maximize the publicity of the trial.
Stay calm. Stay.
Bad choice, you buffoon. I'm still a use guarantee.
What an old move, Avenger. I've already avoided it once.
For that reason, I added a boomerang effect.
No matter how you got in, there's no getting out.
And who wants to leave?
Stop him! Do something!
You made him angry. See ya.
Didn't you hear your boss? No one's getting out. What the?
It's the arrival of my personal army. You're fried, hero.
Assault drones and armed guards. You're surrounded.
So how about a nice mix frying? Come here.
No!
As I thought, they all stopped.
Release me at once!
Duck Avenger, the drones are connected with the video surveillance room.
Alright, since there's an audience and also cameras, start talking!
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Take it easy, I'm the good guy. Those are the wanted bad guys.
You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Hi, did someone say attorney?
Great timing, Photomus.
I already know. Unwarranted entry, attempted abduction, you're in trouble, friend.
What? Did you already forget who I am?
If you would allow, I'd like to accompany my client.
Ah, Governor.
Shh. Get in and shut your beak.
Have you seen the surveillance recordings of Godfrish?
I already have a copy, and despite our disagreements, I want to thank you. Although this document isn't good for any legal purposes.
But that's a true and proper confession.
It was made under threat. No judge will approve of it.
But it will encourage Godfresh to withdraw from the political scene.
That's blackmail. No one will ever know the truth.
The truth isn't good for anything. In fact, it doesn't explain the technical defects of your friend.
You have used me, and even involved Idolin!
Or Odin, deluding himself into thinking that politics and progress go hand in hand.
I'm glad to hear your thoughts, Governor.
Odin? I was joking.
Save your breath.
Why did you cut off communication?
I'm going to do something Idolin wouldn't approve of. The strength of this polymerized fabric surprises me.
Have you lost your mind?
No, I've just decided to use you a little bit too. To put it this way, you owe me a favor.
I've made sure you're a free man after what you did tonight. What more do you want?
I want you to do something for Lila.
There is a solution.
Tell him now, please.
The problem is that I don't remember, and,
Photomus!
Calm down, Governor. I was joking.
Do you remember me? Remember?
So, can't we get a better look at it?
It's no use. The image isn't clear enough. I need to work on it. It's not easy to interface with a dream.
Poor Lila. Is all this hurting her?
No. Regenerative suspension is equal to how we sleep. She's resting.
You think the key to everything is the face of that man?
It's an attempt like any other. Moreover, it's almost legal. My client is entitled to a second structural visit.
In that regard, my hands are tied. I'm just a prison cell technician. The only one entitled to special visits is Leonard Vertigal.
Really? And where's he?
Sleeping peacefully on the other side of the city. Given the unorthodox way you got permission for the visit...
It's best not to ask too much. Got it?
Strange.
What is it? Have you focused the image?
No, but I discovered a bioship.
I take it that's not a bio-canary.
No. This isn't a standard component for a 5Y model.
Are you sure?
Very sure. It was installed in what you could call the droid's sphere of emotion and sensitivity. And it's in full activity.
Our brief season is over, Lila. For you, it was as short as the time of a confused dream is. Perhaps you'll never know that the dream was also mine. The darkness suits you, Mr. Duck Avenger.
How did you know?
I should be asking you that.
You visited Lila. You couldn't be unaware?
Of the biochip? It's obvious. It is my creation. I didn't include them in all of the 5 Ys. Only those I consider perfect. The biochips are activated many years after installation, but are also inexplicably unstable.
And that's why all the droids similar to Lila ran amok.
An unexpected effect. They shouldn't have behaved like that.
And Odin Idolin? He was unaware of everything?
He'd never understand. You don't know him.
Let me guess. You did this in order to create a small personal army to conquer the world?
Congratulations!
See, I have a nose for these things.
Tell me the truth. Do you read a lot of comic books?
Well, sometimes Eh?
Look around you, Duck Avenger. The world is already mine. I have created the image of the future. But it's the past we must look at. Things used to have more flavor.
Ah, yes. I know a grandma who makes delicious cakes.
You don't get it. I've spent a lifetime trying to find the perfect image. And I found it.
Lila.
Yes. In your opinion, why does a man chase his dreams?
A question for a late-night talk show. What's the answer?
For love. Just for love. I wanted to create the only being capable of sharing my passions, habits, memories. The ideal woman. One who'd love me for who I am.
Love isn't created in a laboratory.
Says who? I succeeded! Contrary to the others, Lila responded well to the strain of the biochip. She began having my own sensations, to smell the scent of autumn. I would have been assigned to do the normal procedures for reprogramming, and she would have loved me, spontaneously. But you and your friends have ruined everything!
Hey, calm down. We've all had heartbreaks.
You think I'm a lowly man, huh?
Nah, you do have a lot of plants to talk to.
They don't talk, but they can understand when they want to.
The shield! I must warn you that I'm not alone either. The laboratory is surrounded.
You're lying, but that's of little importance. The truth is that nothing can fill my emptiness. Relive my pain!
Versatile!
Pages and leaves! How much knowledge is there in a page and how much life is there in a leaf?
He's losing it. I have to get rid of this.
Knowledge and life, I had everything except for one thing! The immense! The unique! The unreachable!
When the plants let go, the flames were high. I still wonder how I managed to get out. The smoke had clouded my memories, and I looked for the light. What's the matter, Lila? Does the sun bother you?
I don't remember it being so strong.
You usually can't see it through the cloak of clouds.
It's almost like it appeared to say hello.
I don't see the governor anywhere.
It seems like he wants to stay as far away from you as possible.
Now that the droid charter is a global reality, I can make better choices of allies.
And collaborators.
Despite everything, Vertigo was truly irreplaceable. For being biological.
Vertigo, you know something funny? Now that the biochip has been removed, I would have liked to have known him.
Unfortunately, we've found no trace of him.
His lab has been completely destroyed.
But you did do an inspection after the fire.
Yes, I had to retrieve the X-transformer. It seemed like Birchdale had turned off the sprinkler system. Nothing was left except for a few books. And some old memories. I must apologize, Eugene. I didn't believe in you.
I only did my job.
You even got Lila back into service. What did you say to the judge?
Well, I said... Actually, I can't remember.
Hey, and me? Is that how you thank your friends?
Only those I won't see for a long time. You're coming home with me.
It's time to say goodbye, Odin.
We'll see each other again sooner than you think.
You and I do make a good team.
Ah yes, just like old times.
Eh?
I mean that it's been a long time since we last met.
Goodbye, Eugene. Try not to forget us too soon.
Not gonna happen, Mr. Duck Revenger. As true as my name is... My name is...